Hi, third, fourth, and fifth graders. Welcome to lesson 2 on the topic of resilience. If you weren't able to join me for the first lesson, you might want to go back and tune into that lesson first because each of the lessons builds on the next one. In our last lesson, we began remembering that our body, our mind, and our breath are our helpers every minute of every day. And they help build what we're learning about, called resilience. Resilience is being strong during a change. Every single person has this ability to find resilience in themselves when things change, especially when hard things happen. And we're learning more about this big word resilience in these 3 lessons because people of all ages, not just children, need resilience right now because of COVID-19 and everything that it has been asking of us. So in these 3 lessons, we'll start with a brief practice to bring our body and mind and breath to our learning. Then we will review or go back over our toolbox of skills that we've already started learning about. And then we'll learn some new tools for our toolbox to being resilient, which is another word that means the same thing. So let's begin by sitting up straight, and I'll ring my chime, and as I do, we'll take a few breaths in and out to help begin the process of learning and finding out how we're doing today. So we'll start with the sound of the chime. Let it clear your mind and let it help you tune in to how you are today. Take your first deep breath in and out. Second deep breath in and out. And third deep breath in and out. And we'll listen again. What did you find out about yourself today as we practiced? Are you noticing resilience in yourself today? Are you feeling strong even though things keep changing? Or are you not feeling so strong today? Try to accept whatever the answer is for you. Being kind to ourselves is very, very important at this time. So last time when you joined me, if you did, for resilience, we started looking at a toolbox that we all have to help us notice our strength, how strong we are, and to help ourselves if we're not feeling strong. The first was people, making sure you have caring people in your life that will listen when you have feelings that you want to share, or maybe you need people to remind you how strong you are. I know I need that in my life. And then we talked about pets and how important they are for so many of us to help us feel comforted and strong. And then last time we learned 2 practices. One was the mountain practice to help remind us that we're strong as a mountain. And the other was the anchor practice, when things are changing, being a boat on water and imagining our anchor that keeps us steady even when things are stormy. So I wonder if you have thought of that or practiced it since the last time we were together. So today we're going to move on and talk about something you might know a lot about. It's the word stress, and I made it red on purpose with sort of like a sun around it. When I'm in a classroom, if I was with you and I said, how many people here have heard the word stress or know something about it, what it means? A lot of kids would raise their hand. You hear people saying it. You might hear people you know say, I'm stressed out. When people talk about stress, they're often thinking about a kind of tension, which is a tightness that you can hold in your body, in your heart, and your mind. It's a natural and normal part of being a person to sometimes experience stress. Sometimes stress helps us, like if you're crossing the street and a car comes by really quickly and you have to jump back, that's a tense thing and you have to step back for a minute until you can solve an urgent problem. But we don't want to keep stress inside of us for a long period of time. And sometimes, like now, when so many things are changing, it's hard to make sure you keep your stress coming down rather than having it go up all the time. So we'll be talking more today about how to bring stress down when you notice it. But first, let's see what stress might feel like in case you're not sure. When I talk about tension in your body, I mean a feeling of everything being tight. That can be your mind feeling tight, your heart feeling tight, or all the muscles in your body feeling tight. So let's practice right now and take a breath in and make all the muscles in your body really tight. And then when I breathe out, let all the muscles in your body get soft. Breathe in, tight. Breathe out, soft. Now stay soft and notice the difference. Most people would say it feels a lot better to feel soft than it does to feel tight. And your body and your mind and your heart and everything inside of you really likes it when things are soft. It's a healthier way to be. Now you notice I put all my feeling pictures out that we looked at last time because feelings usually are present when we are feeling stress. And remember, all the feelings are natural and normal to have. We want to notice our feelings and we want to get them out so that stress will go down instead of up. Especially feelings like scared or afraid and anger and sadness, some of the harder feelings that we sometimes have, we want to keep them moving with our tools that we are learning. So now I want to teach you something else that can help us when we are thinking about bringing stress down. And I'm going to put up this big poster that's very colorful that has 4 numbers on it that can help us learn some healthy practices to keep our stress down and keep our bodies healthy, which is very important right now. The numbers are 5210. And in the state of Maine where I live, lots of people that care about kids and families all got together and came up with these 4 numbers to help us remember how every day there are things we can do to keep ourselves healthy and, it turns out, keep our stress down so that we can be strong and deal with change as best as possible. So let's go through them. The first number is 5, and it reminds us that we should be eating 5 fruits and vegetables every single day. If you'd like to say it and do the sign with me just for fun, it's a good way to strengthen your learning. 5 fruits and vegetables. And what the people who invented this were thinking of is that we want to be putting healthy fuel in our body. If you were a car and you poured orange juice into the gas tank instead of gas, the car would say, "Wait, I can't drive on this." Your body, your heart, your mind are all the same. When we put healthy foods in our body, it helps our body run and do all the things that it needs to do. If we put a lot of junk food in our body, then our body doesn't work quite as well, and our stress can go up instead of down. So, 5 fruits and vegetables. The second one is 2 hours or less of recreational screen time. Everybody is spending a lot more time in front of screens, and a lot of it is educational, which means has to do with your learning. This number has to do with videos, YouTubing, things on your phone that you do that are recreational or for fun. You can probably think of some that you do now. Another thing to think about in the things that you watch during recreational screen time is whether they help stress come down or make it go up. During COVID-19, when so many people are having feelings of anger and worry or anxiousness and sadness, think about what you're watching. Maybe pick happy and funny things to watch to help yourself stay healthy. So, 5 fruits and vegetables, 2 hours or less recreational screen time. The next number is 1, and it refers to 1 hour or more of physical activity. I bet you have some physical things that you like to do. Maybe you're lucky to be able to be playing a sport right now, or maybe you like to run outside or do other physical things with your body. Our bodies are meant to move. And all the people that put these together, and lots of doctors recommend, if you want stress to go down, if you want to be strong during a change, get lots of physical activity. So even though the number is 1, I always say 1 hour or more if you can. 5, 2, 1, and now 0. This one isn't popular, but it refers to 0 sugary drinks. Now, sugary drinks are delicious, just like junk food, but what this recommends is that you drink water or milk. Those are healthy things to keep you strong and keep your stress down. 5 fruits and vegetables, 2 hours or less recreational screen time, 1 hour or more physical activity, and 0 sugary drinks. With my students in my school, I also like to add plus 8 hours of sleep. Getting plenty of sleep helps our bodies be strong and healthy and keeps stress from going up. It helps it calm down. So we've been learning about stress today and how when we can bring stress down, it makes us more resilient. Now, some people, when they notice tension in their bodies, they like to move and do a lot of fast physical activity, alerting activity, and some people like to do calming activities. So today, just quickly, I'm going to offer you 2 more tools for your toolbox. One is an alerting or a quick activity, and the other is a calming activity. I'm moving my screen back so you'll be able to see me. We'll begin with an alerting activity called the breath of happiness. So if you're not already standing, stand up with me and see, you might enjoy practicing with me. To do the breath of happiness, we're going to take a quick breath in and bring our arms out in front, then a quick breath in and bring our arms out to the side, and a quick breath in and bring our arms up, and then a quick breath in, out, and bring your arms and your whole body down. All right, we'll do 3 today. Ready? Down. Down, and down, and then stay down for just a breath and make your breath long and deep. And then slowly come up, the breath of happiness. Put your hand on your heart and just notice how it felt to you. And then our last activity or breath today is called calming circles. And we're going to take a breath in and sit up nice and straight. And then we're going to start by making small circles, breathing in as we come back and breathing out as we come forward. Nice, slow, deep breaths, kind of like we did at the beginning. Now stop and go the other way. Notice how different the movement is than the breath of happiness. It's slow and steady. Might make you think of the mountain and the anchor that we did last week. And now stop and put your hand on your heart. Which one did you like better? Depending on the day, you might have a day where the breath of happiness can really help you, or a day when the calming circles are just right for you. I'll be adding it to our list of tools for our toolbox, and I hope you'll join me next time for our 3rd and last lesson on resilience. Today we have learned that remembered that resilience means being strong during change. We've remembered that we use our mind and our body and our breath to help us. We went over this poster and healthy practices that can help us keep our stress down, which can help us be healthier and stronger during these times of change. What we have on our toolbox are people and pets, the mountain practice, the anchor practice, and then we learned the breath of happiness and calming circles today. So our toolbox is getting really big. Hope to see you next time.